What you say, Sidewinders? Welcome back to another video. We are here in Arlington, Texas today. We've got a custom course and we have got some monster trucks that we have not seen on the channel before. We got some legendary machines, some different chassis as usual, and a great course for them to battle on. Introducing first a legendary machine running on an in-house chassis, representing a wrestling company from back in the day. Please welcome Cliff Thomas in the WCW Nitro machine. Folks, I think my mic is pretty close to dying. It's probably making some noises. I'm going to get a new one, but I'm just winging it for right now. Next truck out, another legendary machine running another in-house chassis with that legendary Hummer body. Please welcome Craig Christensen in the Dragon Slayer. Next up is a Wheelman chassis for a legendary machine running his honeycomb design for the first time in our racing competitions. Got the American flag on the back and the honeycomb inserts in the wheels. Please welcome Jack Wheelman in Taurus. Next up is another Wheelman chassis and another legendary trucking driver looking to play all his cards right. Got the chip inserts in the wheels. Please welcome Ron Nelson in High Roller. Next up is another in-house chassis and one of my favorite designs on a monster truck. This truck was one of my favorites back in the day. Still looks awesome today. As I said, on an in-house chassis, please welcome Randy Moore in the War Wizard. Next up is another Wheelman chassis. This truck ran for a bit in the early 2000s, I believe. A great looking light green colored Chevrolet. Please welcome Rob French in Sniper. Next up is another Wheelman chassis. We got a lot of Wheelmans in here today. I'm pretty sure we've done this one recording wise as when the update came out. Another legendary Chevrolet that is always strong in our competitions. Please welcome Paul Schaefer in Monster Patrol. Next up, another Wheelman chassis and another great looking machine. Got the flaming skulls all down the side and a great driver that done very well the last time we seen him. Please welcome Ryan Rice in the Incinerator. Next up is a legendary machine running the newer chassis with the black design. Hopefully we still have this one. A great driver behind the wheel. Please welcome Logan Tweedy in Barefoot. Next up is another legendary trucking driver from the Panda series, another in-house chassis. Another truck from back in the day. Please welcome Pam Vale in the Boogie Van. Oh, watch out, a wild ride there, and a nice save. Next truck out is another Wheelman chassis, Marvel Comics superhero, and a fantastic World Finals champion driver behind the wheel. Please welcome Adam Anderson in Thor. Next up, another Wheelman chassis, and a truck that represented the FS1 partnership back in I can't remember exactly the year, but a great driver behind the wheel switching over from Donkey Kong today. Please welcome Frank Kremel in FS1 Cletus. Next up is another in-house chassis representing a legendary wrestling figure. There's a lot of mixed opinions on this individual, but no matter how you feel about him, you can't deny that he was a big part in what shaped wrestling into what it is today. Please welcome Eric Meager in the Hulkster. Next up is a legendary truck and driver, another Mintz Wheelman chassis, the most accomplished Monster Jam driver of all time, multi-time World Finals champion. Please welcome the Professor Tom Mintz in Goldberg. And obviously representing another legendary wrestling figure. Next up is another Mintz Wheelman chassis and another fantastic truck and driver running the red today, which is Raphael, I think. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But nonetheless, another fantastic truck and driver. Please welcome Paul Cohen in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And last but not least is our defending champion. He's got the checkered flag on the back. As we done in the freestyle video, we had to switch to this design because the lower one is not here anymore. But legendary big Ford Super Duty, the world's coolest car company, and a driver that's never afraid to go all out. Please welcome Elden Depew in Hot Wheels. Alright, round one, here we go. Logan Tweedy in Barefoot and Cliff Thomas in the WCW Nitro Machine. Our first look at both of these trucks. Logan Tweedy running on the CRD chassis. I think he may be the only CRD truck here. And he's got the lead. Cliff Thomas struggled a bit in the first turn. And Logan Tweedy gets the win in Barefoot. Nitro had a good run, but he couldn't keep up through the turns there, and Logan Tweedy in Barefoot moves on. Up next, Pam Voders in the Boogie Van and Craig Christensen in the Dragon Slayer. Our first look at Dragon Slayer and our first look at this Boogie Van chassis. We've seen both of these great drivers before, and they've got a good run going. A good race coming around the final turn to the line. Who's it going to be? Oh, it's a close race. A very close one between these two. Man, oh man, it's Craig Christensen, the Dragon Slayer, gets the win. Up next, Adam Anderson in Thor and Jack Willman in Taurus. Adam Anderson did drive this Thor truck in the Marvel vs. Destruction thing back in the day, I believe, and this is the Honeycomb Taurus. He was sponsored by Tonka and Honeycombs back in the day. Here we go, we got another good one coming to the line. What a race! Man, oh man, a great race between great trucks and drivers, and Jack Willman barely gets the win in Taurus. Up next, Frank Kremel, FS1 Cletus, and Ron Nelson in High Roller. Again, great trucks and drivers here. This should be another great race. We have seen some fantastic races already in this competition, and we got another good one going. Frank Gribble whips it around tight in the final turn, and it's a good race. They both had good runs once again, but Frank Gribble a great last turn, and FS1 Cletus moves on. Up next, Eric Meager in the Hulkster and Randy Moore in the War Wizard. Great trucks and drivers once again. The Hulkster, as we mentioned, is built on a Team Bigfoot chassis, and I've always loved the look of this War Wizard truck. And we got a good one going coming around the final turn. The Hulkster bobbles a little bit, but it's still close. This is some fantastic racing here, folks. I tell you what, it's anybody's game in this place. But Randy Moore and the War Wizard gets the win here. Up next, Tom Mintz and Goldberg and Rob French and the Sniper. A big race here for Rob French. The Sniper truck made its debut right when Tom Mintz was making his big run in Goldberg. Great trucks and drivers. This got a good one going. Coming to the final turn. Sniper goes a little bit wide. It's a good race. Oh, watch out there! Sniper takes an extra jump, and he stood it straight up. The winner is Tom Mintz and Goldberg, and the Sniper sits it down. Up next, Paul Cohen in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and Paul Schaefer in Monster Patrol. Great trucks and drivers once again. This should be another good one. Schaefer a little wide in the first turn. We got a good one coming to the final turn. Paul Cohen looks like he has the lead in the Turtle as he's having a good run. And he gets the win. Whoa! Monster Patrol flipped. And Paul Cohen a good run and the Turtle moves on. Up next, Elden Depew and Hot Wheels and Ryan Rice in the Incinerator. Last matchup for round number 1. Another big race for Ryan Rice. He was very good at the Beam Monsters Great American Bash. Elden Depew, our defending champion in Hot Wheels. And we got a good one going. Rice goes a little wider on the last turn. And Elden Depew has been on a tear lately in Hot Wheels. Rice, watch out. What a save. But Elden Depew in Hot Wheels moves on. Alright, round 2, here we go. Logan Tweedy and Barefoot and Jack Willman and Taurus. I haven't said this in a while. 2 awesome looking trucks. Is that justified here? Well, it's justified whenever I say it's justified, ain't it? We got a good one going coming around the turn. They're both trying to keep it tight, swinging it around. Willman hits the dirt mound a little bit, and it's Barefoot. A good race for both trucks, but it's Logan Tweedy. Barefoot gets the win. Next up, Frank Krimmel, FS1 Cletus, and Craig Christensen in the Dragon Slayer. Great drivers that have been around a long time in this one. Here we go. Christensen goes wide in the first turn. Frank Krimmel having a good run in FS1 Cletus. He has the lead, but he's having a little bit of trouble in the turn. Oh my, what a race! My goodness! And the Dragon Slayer comes back and wins it! Wow! Up next, Paul Cohen, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and Randy Moore in the War Wizard. Again, great drivers and 2 chassis that we are seeing the first of in this competition. Here they come. We got a good one going. Looks like a slight lead to the War Wizard. Randy Moore coming around the turn, but he gets a little bit out of shape. Man, oh man, these are insane races. It's the Turtle. Paul Cohen pulls it out in the end. Up next, Elden Depew and Hot Wheels and Tom Mintz and Goldberg. Here we go. Last spot in the semifinals. I believe Tom Mintz was a mentor to Elden Depew, a bit of teacher versus student here. So far, nobody has had an answer for Elden Depew and Hot Wheels. We got a good one. Here they come. Tom Mintz gliding around the turn. Man, oh man, it's very close. Insane racing in round 2. It's Goldberg. Tom Mintz gets the win barely. Semifinals time, Logan Tweedy and Barefoot and Craig Christensen and the Dragon Slayer. I'm excited for this race. I grew up watching both of these trucks, but I've personally never seen them compete against each other. They both have good first turns coming down the stretch. We got an even one. Looks like we're going to have another good one between these two. Oh, my Barefoot! Wheels up in the air, and it's very, very close. Logan Tweedy still stands on the gas and gets the win. Up next, Paul Cohen, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and Tom Mintz and Goldberg. Who joins Barefoot? Fantastic trucks and drivers here fighting for a spot in the finals. Paul Cohen cuts it about as close as you can cut it in that first turn. He knows he's going to be fast. Tom Mintz has another good turn, but it's not enough this time. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle gets a huge upset. Paul Cohen's going to the finals and Tom Mintz is in trouble. Goldberg is over. The finals are set. Paul Cohen, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Logan Tweedy and Barefoot. Great trucks and drivers battling it out for the championship here in Arlington, Texas. Here they come down the stretch. We got a good one going. Looks like Barefoot has the lead. Paul Cohen way wide in the last turn. Logan Tweedy. Barefoot has done it. What a turn there at the end. Paul Cohen had a good run as well, but he just went wide in that last turn, and that's all it took. Logan Tweedy gets a big win for the Barefoot Dodge and Triple B Motorsports with that blacked out design. Fantastic driving from both competitors, but Logan Tweedy claims the title in Arlington, Texas. Congratulations to Barefoot and Logan Tweedy, and congratulations to Triple B Motorsports on the big win in Texas. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Congratulations again to Logan Tweedy in Barefoot. And we will see you next time with some more monster truck action. So long, everybody.